Hello, guys and dolls. You gotta forgive me. I am still under the influence of medication. Had my surgery today. Everything went well, as far as I know. Everything went well. I see my doctor for a follow up in 2 weeks. I'm sure I look like death warmed over. Can't help it. I did have a nerve block, which I was really concerned about. I really wanted a nerve block for my arm. Well, they don't do it when you're unconscious. Okay? They do it when you are well aware what's going on. I wasn't really down for that, but they give you pain meds in your IV before they start. And then she had me turn to my right. And then when I did that, I maintained that position. And then somewhere up here, I can't point because I'm holding the phone, but somewhere up here near, not too far from my left clavicle, um, is where the nerve is. And I just felt like a stick and a burn and a little bit of pressure. And that's pretty much it because they put the pain meds in before you get that done. So, pretty awesome because I wasn't looking forward to that at all. I just assumed they would do that while I was under. Nope, wrong answer. The thing with the nerve block, it can last between 12 and 24 hours. I will show you my arm. Okay, you will see that the fingers are in a curled position. My arm is completely paralyzed. I can't move anything, and it literally feels like my arm is a dead weight. And I'm not kidding. It feels like I'm lugging a heavy piece of wood. I'm not kidding. Um, so it's a weird sensation, but I'd rather have this and baby the arm as opposed to I don't and I wake up feeling like I've been hit by an Amtrak train and then a freight train soon followed. I would just rather not sign up for any of that. So everything went well. The only thing I remember is being obviously the nerve block, being wheeled to the um, being wheeled to the OR, and then I remember getting on the table and looking at the big, huge lights in there. I remember being cold and I started trembling because it's so cold in there. And they put a bunch of blankets on me. And the anesthesiologist told me that um, he has a blanket that's hooked up to a hose that puts warm air over your body while you're in the OR being worked on. Awesome! And like I said, I remember trembling, and he said that, and I accidentally dropped my left arm, and it went flinging to the left side, and I said, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." And I guess the nurse or whoever wasn't very thrilled, and the anesthesiologist basically said to her, "It was an accident. Tone of voice. Don't go there." So he works with her every day, so I'm sure there's days where people are going to be a little bit snappish with each other or, get an attitude. And he was like nonverbals don't even go there. And I just apologized profusely. And they just said, "Don't worry about it. We're going to put your arm on this thing that you lay your arm on. It extends out, whatever the heck it is." And then I was so paranoid, and I said, "Is my arm okay? Is my arm okay?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "It's not going to fall." He said, "No, I got you. I've got you. Your arm's not going anywhere. Trust me." I was like, okay, but it was hard for me to believe that because it was so impossible to handle, and I just thought it was going to be falling all over the place. And he's like, "I got you." I'm like, okay, and that's it. That's all I remember. Next thing I remember is waking up in the recovery room. And I said, "Is it done?" And they're like, "Yeah, you're all done. You're in the recovery room. Everything went well." I'm like, okay. And then I fell back asleep and did that off and on, off and on, off and on. And I asked someone who was sitting next to me, I said, "Who are you?" He goes, "I'm one of the nurses. My name is so and so." I was like, "Oh." I said, "Are you both?" And I'm higher than a kite, right? So I'm talking slow. I remember that. And I said, "Are you both monitoring me?" And they're like, my nurse said, "No, I'm going to be monitoring you. He's waiting on another patient." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then I just kind of went out of it, just kept going in and out, in and out, in and out. And then eventually I was awake enough where they put me in my room, and my nurse, the staff there are just absolutely phenomenal. They really are. This is at the MOI, which is the no, Missouri Orthopedic Institute. And they've always been exceptional. I've had surgery with them before. I had my back surgery with them. Their staff is always exceptional. So they're pretty impressive. I mean, I've got to say they're pretty impressive. I've got a new doctor. I've got a new surgeon. I've got a new, what else? Orthopedic doctor who referred me to the surgeon that I saw today, who is from Quebec, born and raised there, and went to school. Part of his medical training was in Sudbury. Part of it was, and he eventually came to the States. He does speak some French, and he's got little kids, and they're learning to speak French, which is adorable, and it melts his heart because he was describing it to me, and I was like, oh. They do in the form of short phrases and songs. You're more likely to remember a language if it's in a song. I remember one, and I'm probably gonna butcher it because it's been a while, but I'm gonna get off of here. But it's a Dutch song talking about vla. My girlfriend, one of my best friends, was Dutch, and vla is a custard, and it's cows. It's a commercial that they played in Holland, and cows were dancing, and it's advertising the different flavors of the vla. So I hope I don't butcher it, but here it goes. Vuvu, bla bla, hopius vanille en chocola, aardbeien en blanco vla, ua, ua, we drinken domo, domo, domo vla, en van die makkelijke pocket. Okay, so it means there's vla in different flavors: strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate. Aardbeien in chocolate, vanilla, aardbeien in chocolate. Ooh, ooh. We love to drink it every day, and it comes in a convenient package. I kind of butchered it a little bit, but we used to sing that to my girlfriend's dog, Susie, who was my sweetheart. She'd start falling asleep. We sang it to her like a lullaby, and she'd fall asleep. Cute as hell. Anyway, so I just want to give you guys a heads up. And thank you for caring, and I care about you as well. Take care. Love you guys. Bye-bye.